Okay, welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be, I don't know what chapter it is, but today we're going to be pulling at least one of the cylinders and the heads off. I want actually we're going to pull this one, at least the head off, probably not the cylinder. I want to see what the cylinders look like. I want to see what's on top of the piston because it looked like there was a lot of carbon when I stuck the camera down there. So let's get the push rods out, and we'll rotate the engine so we can get that head off. And you got to take the head off. You got to take the rock. In order to get the rock off, you got to take the head off. You can't put them on there. It just won't fit. So let's rotate the engine and we'll get the push rods out. All right. So let me take these out. These come out a lot easier than the twin cams, I'll tell you. Yeah, disconnect that oil line too. So let me, hold on, I gotta get some clips here. Those are so stiff, Jesus. Ouch, damn it. I smashed my finger on there because these things don't want to come up. All right, so these look like they're down a little bit. Let me. You know what? I gotta pull the plugs out. Well, these things did clean off a little bit for the little bit that I ran it because these plugs were absolutely black when I pulled them out before I ran the bike. So a little bit better, but not much. We're going to be replacing those anyway. All right, so we want to take these off. Can't seem to find the right wrench, so. Okay, so we got the push rods out on this side. I don't know why I can't get those out, but I'm going to take the head off this side. Let me just check this for a minute. Okay, so before I take the cylinder, the head off here, I got to take the top motor mount off. Let me see, can I get this on this side? Probably not. Oh, I need another wrench. Get a little leverage. All right, so I gotta see what is on the other side here. How the hell did they get that on there like that? That is weird. So I gotta take that off in order to get this nut off. How stupid is that? All right. So do we need to take anything else off? I think I think I could take the head off on that side. So we'll start over here. I like to get these wires out of the way, but some of them are still connected. There. So I made this wrench on when I had my pan head to get into here. So we're gonna have to go odd even, you know, not odd even, but like a star pattern to loosen the tension. Once we can't go all the way around, you want to be even about it. So we're gonna so we got loosen the tension on that. We'll go over this side. I'm not going to keep moving the camera around for this. That. Probably going to have to take this horn off, I would think. That. And I think I got this one here. What the hell? Okay, we got the last bolt here for the head. See if I can get this. Oh, still can't turn it by hand. So here's the bolt that you have to put in down here that you got to put in when you put the cylinders on. Before you put that bolt in, or you're not going to get it in there. Okay, they're all out. Let's see. I got them all out, right? Yeah, they're all out. Nothing holding it in. Wow. Lots of carbon. Not bad, but still lots of carbon on it. That's kind of weird. Is this a fire ring? Is this going to be one of the ones I'm going to have to scrape off? I hope not. Let's look at the piston. Let's get this up. Yeah, there's a lot of carbon on that. Let me see if I can see. If there's a standard, let me get some steel over here. Can't tell what. I'm still going to have to scrape that, it looks like. Maybe the blaster, when they blast it, can get it out. So these are, I'll have to see what these are. If these are 20 over. This is a J, what is this? Yeah. J61-1671U66. I don't know what brand this is, if this is Jim's or Comenic or James gaskets, I don't know. Okay, I don't know how well this is going to come in, but you see right there, it says 10 over. It's right there. So these are 10 over pistons, so it's pretty good. I think we should be able to go to 20 unless the cylinders are messed up. Let's take a look at the cylinder. There's not much cross hatching going on in there. Let me get the other side. Yeah, you can see the ridge up here from where the stop of the piston was. That's what I was seeing on the camera. So they don't look bad. So they should be able to take this out to 20 over. Oh, that just went out. Yeah, that's dead. So where's my? All right, so it doesn't look too bad in there. Should be easy enough to do. 20 over. I am seeing some. Well, that's probably steel wool, but yeah, we'll get some good Wiseco 20 over pistons. Okay, I got the second one off. It was a pain in the ass to get this off. Luckily, there's a hole right here where the acorn nut could go almost all the way up into that. This back acorn nut was stopping me from getting it off. So I'm gonna use regular nuts, putting it back on. I'm not using those acorn nuts, but this piston's even worse. This was all oiled down here, so I think this head gasket was blown. Anyway, we're gonna start taking the rockers off. Okay, so we got both rocker boxes off. I'll have to measure the tolerance on these. They seem to be fine, so I don't think all I'm gonna do, I think, is clean these. I'm not going to probably take them apart. I'll measure the tolerance and see how much free play is in them. I gotta measure this gasket to see what this is. I think this is a 20, probably a 20 thousandths crush. I'll have to look up the number. So, all right, both of these are going to be ready to go to the shop to be a new valve job, and probably put some new valve seats in this and everything. Okay, so before I brought these down to the shop, I wanted to pull this valve off, because you can see this valve is considerably cleaner than the other valves that are on the head. So I wanted to check to see if maybe this was loose in the valve guide, which, where is it? Yeah, I don't think it is, but I don't know how well this is going to show up. But you can kind of see some carbon around where this valve would be seating, although I'm not seeing a whole lot on this valve. But I wanted to take this valve out to look at it before I brought it to the machine shop, because I'm going to get new valves, new valve guides, and everything in this. So I thought maybe the spring, maybe that wasn't the right tension or whatever, but see, it's got double springs. Springs I still might be able to use. I don't think there's going to be an issue with those, but, and I don't know if these valves can be cleaned up. I'll have to talk to the machine shop about it. I'm pretty sure these are stock Harley valves. So we're going to bring that down. Let me show you the cylinders. So the cylinders, where's the number on it? If you see right here, it's 16568. The other one is 16567. But these are from the first year, 80 cubic inch 78. I actually thought that there was a crack in these cylinders, but it's actually the way it was cast up here. There's like ridges in it. So let's clean this out. And you can see there's really, let me get the camera down here. You can see there's slight cross hatching in it, not a whole lot, but I'm going to have the shop take this out to 20 thousandths over. There was 10 thousandths over pistons in it, but I'm going to have them take it out to 20. That way, if I ever get rid of the bike and somebody wants to do more, they have, you know, they can take it out more. But I think 20 thousandths is probably going to be enough. So, all right, let's continue on. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. I dropped the cylinders and heads off at the shop this morning. They're saying they can probably clean the valves up. They have to look to see, you know, how much of the how much you'd have to take off. Same thing, they're looking at doing a 5-angle grind on the valve seats. They're going to put new brass guides in. They said they should have it back in a couple of weeks. I said, as long as that, you know, hopefully I'll get it back before Thanksgiving. I don't know when this video is coming out. It might be close to the end of October. I don't know. I'm shooting a lot of videos on one weekend, so I don't know when I'm actually going to release this. So the next thing I got to get done is I got to pull the engine out, because I got to call the shop that the lower end's going to. And I wanted to get both of these things that are going to the shop there before November, because my goal is to get this bike back on the road hopefully by May. So as long as the shops are doing their thing, I can do what I need to do here and be ready when they're done with that stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.